Hello everyone and welcome to FPL 254. Are you the guy who wonders how a certain guy manages to top your league each and every season? Or are you a beginner and easily want to top your league? Then you are in the right place. Today I'm going to tell you the tricks used by top managers to outperform others. But first, let's look at the basics. Forwards are awarded 4 points for each goal they score, midfielders get 5 points, defenders get 6 points, and goalkeepers are awarded 7 points. If a team keeps a clean sheet, the goalkeeper will be awarded 4 points. Also, each defender will be awarded 4 points and the midfielders will be awarded 1 point each. That's provided they played for more than 60 minutes in that match. Any player that provides an assist is awarded. Players are also awarded 2 points for playing more than 60 minutes and 1 point for making an appearance. A yellow card deducts 1 point on a player, while a red card deducts 3 points. Goalkeepers also get 1 point for each 3 saves they make. There are 4 chips to be used during the season: the triple captain, bench boost, free hit and the wild card. Triple captain is used to triple the points of your captain. The bench boost allows the score of players on your bench to be added to your game week points. The free hit allows you to make unlimited transfers that will apply for only that game week. After that game week, all the transfers or changes you had made are undone and you have your previous team back. The wildcard chip allows you to make unlimited transfers, and there are usually 2 wildcard chips per season, one in each half of the league duration. Now that you've known the basics, I'm going to tell you the tricks in a descending order. At number 10, learn always to use your free transfers before using your free hit. This is because when you use your free hit, your available 1 or 2 free transfers are taken. The game week that follows a free hit, you can only have 1 free transfer, even if you had 2 free transfers before using your free hit. At number 9, you should know the style of play of your players and in which games they are likely to perform better. The likes of Aubameyang and Son usually score high points while facing bottom 6 sides, whereas Rashford scores high points against top 6 sides. Having this information will help you in transferring players and determining when to captain them. Sometimes, most of your players may be underperforming. Some may even be injured or suspended. But this is not the time for you to panic and start taking point hit in order to bring in 4 or 6 players. A point hit deducts 4 points from your score. It may look like a small number, but that's the same number of points a forward gets for scoring a goal. If most of your players are underperforming or most are not available to play, it is best that you use your wildcard than taking 12 for more point deductions. Have you ever wondered why someone's team is worth 110 million but yours has even dropped below the 100 million mark? Well, the answer is simple. You're taking too long to sell your underperforming players, or you're always late in buying overperforming players. What happens is that when a player performs well and features in that week's dream team, managers are going to buy that player and his price will increase. Fantasy Premier League will update prices at midnight of every game day. Bearing this in mind, managers should therefore sign players before price update. A manager should also confirm if the player came out of the match with injuries or if there are Champions League matches to be played in between the week. If there are Champions League matches, a manager should sign players on the last day of making transfers. This avoids the issue of signing players who may get injured in between the week. Having a bit of patience is a key factor in managing an FPL team. If Salah is benched this game week, it doesn't mean that he will be benched again next week. Transferring him out may make you curse yourself when he scores a hat-trick the following week. Also, budget players who total 10 points in 3 game weeks should not be sold. But where a player blanks in 3 consecutive game weeks, you have to sell him even if it's Salah or Aguero. This is because his price will start to decrease and most likely he will continue to blank. You have to immediately replace him and buy a player that is performing well. At the start of this season, picking Grealish and Pukki proved to be the game-changing transfers. Grealish and Pukki feature in the top 10 midfielders and top 10 forwards respectively. Having the likes of Jan Landstrom and Dean Henderson could easily make you top your mini-league. At number 4, you should never over-rely on one team no matter how much you trust them. When you have 3 attacking players from one team, there's a high probability that one will not perform. There's also that risk of the game ending a goalless draw, meaning all the 3 players would have blanked. Having 3 defenders is more dangerous as it depends on that team keeping a clean sheet. If you must have 3 players from one team, consider mixing defenders or goalkeeper with an offensive player. Example, having Mane, Salah and Robertson. Planning for the next 3 to 5 game weeks makes it into a top 3. Always look at the next 3 or 5 fixtures before buying a player or even selling them. This will help you avoid buying a player whom you'll have to sell after 1 or 2 game weeks, or selling a player you'll have to buy back the next week. Such transfers will only make you lose the price increases on your players and also the lowest your free transfers. For example, selling Christian Pulisic now will be a poor decision because we'll have a good run of games after their next match, which they are facing Manchester City. Having a good cheap strategy will make you top the league, but a poor one will definitely place you among the bottom managers. One thing you should know is that how you use your cheap will determine the league position. A chip should at least give you 20 points advantage over your opponents who have used none. Free hits are advisable to be used during blank game weeks. This is because your current players won't be interfered with and you will have the chance to pick favorable players from maybe 3 available matches. Your current players will also have a double game week somewhere later in the season. Your first wildcard should be used in the first half of the season and preferably after game week 14. The second wildcard, the bench boost, and the triple captain should only be used during double game weeks. This is because the player is going to score 4 points for appearance alone and has a higher probability of instantly paying that hit. Captaining low-budget players is a common mistake that I have observed among many managers. 80% of those managers always regret their decision but never seem to learn from it. What they fail to know is that a captain can make or break any game week. It is therefore important to back the established high scorers than selecting a captain from smaller teams no matter how easy their fixture appears. It is tempting to captain Wilfred Zaha against Aston Villa, but the problem is that small teams are always inconsistent. If Zaha fails to score, you'll significantly drop because only a very small percentage of managers would have captained him. Whereas, if you captain an established high scorer and they blank, you will not drop too far down the ranking as everyone will have captained him. Here is a summary of the tricks. At number 1, don't gamble with your captain. At number 2, know when to use the chips. The third was plan for the next 3 to 5 game weeks. Number 4, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Number 5, look for championship gems. Number 6, be patient but not over patient. At number 7, build your squad value. At number 8, don't make transfers at the expense of points deduction. At number 9, know your players. And at number 10, we had to use free transfers before free hit. Also consider these additional tips or tricks. Take cheap overachieving goalkeepers and defenders as they will always help you upgrade on your midfield and forwards. Take fullbacks over centre-backs and wingers over central midfielders as they always have more involvement in goals and assists. In most of the times, new signings aren't worth investing in. Also, don't be in a hurry of catching up with those above you. And my final tip is don't leave too much unused money in your account. If you found this information to be useful, kindly subscribe to this channel and also watch more of my videos.